My coworker blew up my whole job over one sentence. I swear, it all started on a random Tuesday morning. I walk into the office, coffee in hand, and my coworker Thea is already speed typing like she's fighting for her life. She's only been here 2 months longer than me, but she works like she has 8 hands. She's fast, sharp, always on these big, complicated projects. And honestly, I admired her. Like, actually admired her. So I started joining whatever project she was on. I thought she'd teach me something. At first, she didn't mind. She'd give me a task, then snap, you need to be faster next time, and move on like it was nothing. But I tried. I really tried. Then one day, she puts up this huge whiteboard behind her desk. It looked like a crime investigation board. Meetings, deadlines, tasks, all mapped out like she was solving a murder. I walked over like an excited puppy because her board looked amazing. I asked, hey, what are these tasks? They look interesting. She gave this dry little like she already regretted letting me talk. Then I pointed at one line and joked, any room for one more teammate? She stopped writing, slowly put down her pen, turned, and said, not everything with my name needs you involved. Loud enough that 2 people turned around. I just froze. My face got hot. My stomach dropped. I wasn't even trying to bother her. I just wanted to learn. But she said it like I was some parasite glued to her shadow. After that, she changed. She avoided me like I was contagious. She'd leave the office earlier. She'd hand me tasks with tighter deadlines than everyone else. If I asked where a file was, she'd say, it's in the folder. You just don't look hard enough. Then look back at her screen like I was invisible. One time I asked a simple question and she replied with, maybe finish one thing on time before searching for more to do. I felt humiliated every single day. My chest was tight every morning coming in. I knew she didn't like me, but now she was straight up hostile. And honestly, I felt like she was setting me up to look slow and sloppy. I tried talking to seniors. They shrugged. That's just how she works. My manager only cared about deadlines and clients, and she was great with both, so nothing changed. So I did what I thought was the only option. I went to HR. I brought screenshots, messages where she told me to stop dragging the team down, emails with deadlines she made only for me, notes on how she'd refused to help me find documents she organized herself. HR said they'd speak with her. I imagined a calm talk, maybe some mediation, maybe she'd chill. Yeah, that's not what happened. The next morning I walk in, and the entire energy of the floor feels wrong. People are whispering, not looking at me, avoiding eye contact. Then my boss appears at my desk. From now on, he says, stay out of Thea's way. You are removed from all projects involving her, like I was the problem. Then I see her desk is empty, just gone. I ask someone, where's Thea? She got moved, they whisper. She's sitting near the seniors now. They're trying to keep her from quitting. Quitting? My stomach flipped so hard I almost sat down on the wrong chair. People were treating her like she'd been wronged, like someone hurt the office star. And then I realized they thought that someone was me. I saw Thea at the other end of the room later that day, surrounded by seniors. One of them had a hand on her shoulder, whispering to her like she was a wounded soldier. Another kept bringing her files, coffee, whatever she needed. They were fussing over her like she was royalty who'd been betrayed. And then she looked straight at me. Her eyes were cold. No anger, no annoyance, just done. She turned away before I could even blink. I walked back to my desk, and half the office stopped talking when I sat down. Everyone looked nervous around me, like I pulled a fire alarm for fun. My phone buzzed a message from a coworker I barely talked to. Why did you go to HR about her? She's one of the best people here. Another message. She's been crying since the meeting. What were you thinking? Another. You just ruined your own start here. It kept buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. My chest felt like it was filling with stones. Heavy, unbreathable. Then I heard the sound. The sound that made everything stop. Her voice, quiet, shaky, coming from down the hall saying to one of the seniors, I don't know what else she wants from me. I just want to do my work. I stood there frozen, every word stabbing straight through me. Because in that moment, every person around her turned and looked at me with this exact same expression. Like I was a problem nobody wanted. Like I was the reason she might walk out. My hands were shaking as I packed up my bag. I didn't make eye contact with anyone. I didn't say bye. I just walked toward the exit, feeling every stare dug into my back. And right before I stepped out, I heard someone whisper behind me, she should have never messed with the wrong person. Then the door shut behind me.